We saw Expats, 6 episodes of Expats. And I feel like there's so much unpack in this Prime Video series. What do you think?
This series lures you in and it has so much to talk about. Like, it was a very immersive experience for me watching this series. For those who do not know, Expats is adapted from a book, The Expatriates, and it follows the lives of expats in Hong Kong. The series opens with an arresting monologue that is thought-provoking, and it beckons viewers to look at life through the eyes of the person deemed the bad guy. People who have caused other people's pain.
Yeah, and the lives of these expats are beautifully intertwined. We see Margaret Wu, who is played by the very talented Nicole Kidman. She's a rich white woman, but she's overwhelmingly sad. She's trying to throw a 50th birthday party for her husband, Clark Hu, played by Brian T. This party is some sort of diversion from the sadness the family is facing, and soon enough, the audience gets to know what caused all of the tension. We find out that Margaret was uncomfortable with how comfortable her 3 kids were with their Filipino help/nanny. So she invited this girl, Mercy, played by Ji Young-gyu. She invited this girl for an interview. Part of the entire interview process, so they visited a night market. And in a split second of distraction, the youngest child, Gus, went missing, which threw the entire family into a state of turmoil.
So Mercy grapples with the guilt which cements her fear of truly being cursed. Mercy actually found out that her mother went to a seer a while back, and the person had said Mercy was riding a blind horse towards a cliff. This revelation stuck with her. On the other hand, we have Hilary. She's an expat as well. She's rich. She and her husband's relationship have grown cold. Her husband is having an affair with Mercy. That's the Korean girl who lost the boy Gus.
If you have not seen this series, try to caution you because we're just going to be giving a quick ending explained. So in final scene of Expat, Margaret is seen walking the streets of Hong Kong because she could not bring herself to leave Hong Kong with her son still missing. The family had earlier agreed to move back to the States for the sake of the other 2 kids, but Margaret could not just do it.
But before that ending, there are montages where we see that Margaret talked with Mercy and her former friend Hilary. So at the center of it all, it's really a journey that mirrored how every single person is going through something and how much forgiveness and moving on is really important.
Yeah, so they never got to see Gus. At least Mercy got her forgiveness a nod. She also bonded with her mother, and Hilary also forgave herself, forgave her husband.
Yeah, everybody just kind of made peace with everything.
Whatever they were going through.
What do you think about that pacing?
I like the first and second episode a lot. I like the pacing there because it was able to just drag you into this immersive experience. But later on, I felt like they were dragging the series a bit. It was kind of slow.
No, I never thought Expats was slow. The only episode I felt like, oh no, they crammed a lot into that episode too. But never once did I feel like this series was slow.
It's not slow in a bad way, but sometimes I feel like, okay, I wish we could just pick up the pace a little bit because I want to know what's happening to Gus. So it's really building anticipation in you. Like, I was just agitated, like, please tell me what happened to Gus right now. I want to know.
I cannot count the number of times where I just wish that Gus would magically appear.
I'm always okay with bad endings, but this one, I really wanted a happy ending for the family.
When Margaret was walking the street, I just said, okay, can't you just miraculously see Gus's head and grab him? And I know that was just me reaching. I hope that you will get to see him. Yes. But I was grateful that at least that she and her husband did not part.
I really liked Margaret's character because Nicole Kidman played his character in a way that was so nice and so believable. This mother lost her child and she has lost it. It's been a year, but she cannot move on. Everybody's trying to tell her to move on. The first episode, we saw her in-laws come from the States and we're like, push, come back. But you could see the pain. All making arrangements for this party. You could see that this mother has lost herself completely. So Margaret was able to embody this character so much and give it to us in a way that was so beautiful.
Kidman, she's so good. My favorite scene has to be when they were at the airport and you can just see how at a point she was like, this, I can't. And I was crying so hard in this episode when she hugged Essie and she was like, I can't. And Essie was like, I understand. I just started bawling my eyes out because
Essie could understand because Essie too had left her family for this family.
Essie is so number one, she's a mom. Essie number 2 had a bond with Gus. Essie number 3 also left her family. It was just a very beautiful moment. I think that was the best moment that she had with Essie in the entire series.
I understood Margaret so much. Like, even from her bringing Mercy into the picture.
Yes, I understood
it.
Yeah.
Essie was too close to these children.
And it's normal. It happens a lot. It happens a lot.
Already, like, I could see Essie's not a bad guy. That's why I appreciate episode 5 a lot. But in the first episode, it made it seem like no, she looked. That's how she looked to me. Like she was so close to children. She was like breaking boundaries with these children, reading to the child in bed. I'm like, I could feel the way they showed you. You could feel like you could feel the mother's annoyance.
I never saw it that way.
I always,
Like this is getting too much.
At the beginning, when I saw that thing, I always smiled like, the mom definitely feels it that way. That me too, I'll feel it that way. I understood Essie's position. I understood the mother's position. So I never really feel like Essie was doing anything bad. And when they showed Essie's also struggling with it, because Essie too has a bond with that child. She was struggling with the loss. And I'm like, that's true. Nobody really remembers that this helped this person too. Had a bond with this child. I think everybody killed their role. Mercy's role, played by Ji Young, you just want to hit her head sometimes and you just want to draw her in as well. She's like on a path of self-destruction because she heard that
and that she's cursed, and instead of her like finding a way to break that curse or avoid that faith, she's just like running. She's really the person riding a horse and with her eyes covered.
Character just really told us that we are in charge of our fate. I believe that there are also external forces. That's just me. But it took her breaking that girl's heart for her to understand and take charge of her life. Why you just embrace that, I'm cursed though, so whatever I do, I'm cursed. You
don't even see the good things in your life. You just see only the bad things and you're dwelling on it, because that's what Mercy was doing.
A lot of character development, a lot of touching on even the background characters, the character that you might overlook. It's just some small details.
Oh, this is really nice. Like everybody's life is just intertwined in a way.
All going through something. Every single person is going through something. Rich, poor. Every single person is going through something.
And the way the camera pans, we're like observers in the entire thing. So you just see what's going on.
Did you ever cry in any part of this movie?
Not really, but I felt bad.
I felt a deep connection to each character, and like I said, I cried at the last episode. I cried so hard. It's really thought-provoking in my opinion. I give it a solid 5 out of 5. One of the best series I've seen this year.
Definitely 5 stars, because it's an immersive experience, and I would always recommend to anybody go and see Expats. It's not loud, it's quiet. So that's how I like how they don't use a lot of scores in the film. So you really feel like you are there in Hong Kong.
5 out of 5 stars. If you have seen Expats, let us know what you think about it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? I hope not. And how many stars did you rate it? Until next time, do take good care of yourself.
Goodbye.